Welcome to the GCSE Maths Advantage. I'm Dr. James Carter, and every episode I'm going to break down one topic, show you where the marks are, and give you a quick win you can use in your next exam, whether you're targeting a grade 7 or pushing for a 9. Let's get into it.
Hook. This one type of error cost students more marks than almost any other last year, leaving a surd half simplified or treating it like a decimal. You can win those marks back with a tiny bit of algebra and a neat check, and that's exactly what we'll do today.
Sound familiar? I always find surds a bit fiddly. When should I simplify, and when do I rationalise?
Good question. Concept first. What is a surd? A surd is an exact root that can't be written as a simple integer or fraction. For example, the square root of 2, written square root of 2. We keep surds exact because examiners want precise answers, not rounded decimals. Now, two things we do with surds are simplify them and sometimes rationalise denominators.
Step 1. Simplifying. Look for perfect square factors. For example, square root of 50. 50 equals 25 times 2, and 25 is a perfect square. So square root of 50 equals square root of 25 times 2, which is square root of 25 times square root of 2, which simplifies to 5 square roots of 2. Saying it out, square root of 50 equals 5 square roots of 2. That's exact, compact, and easier to work with algebraically.
So always break the number into a perfect square and the rest, even if the number is big.
Exactly. Spot the largest perfect square factor and pull it outside the root. It makes later steps, especially rationalising, much cleaner. Now on to rationalising, why it matters and how to do it reliably.
Rationalising is the process of removing a surd from a denominator. Exams usually expect the final answer in a form without a root in the bottom. The reliable trick uses conjugates and the identity a plus b times a minus b equals a squared minus b squared. Let me show you with a short worked example.
Example. Simplify and rationalise 1 over square root 2 plus 1. First, multiply top and bottom by the conjugate of the denominator, which is square root 2 minus 1. So we write 1 by square root 2 minus 1 over square root 2 plus 1 by square root 2 minus 1. The numerator becomes square root 2 minus 1, the denominator becomes square root 2 squared minus 1 squared, that is 2 minus 1, which equals 1. So the whole fraction simplifies directly to square root 2 minus 1. Clean answer, denominator rationalised. Write every step, that's how you collect method marks.
I like that. The denominator just disappears because 2 minus 1 is 1. But what if the denominator was something like 3 plus root 5? Same idea. Multiply top and bottom by the conjugate, which is 3 minus root 5. Then expand the denominator using a squared minus b squared. The key is to avoid expanding into long decimals. Keep the exact forms, cancel and simplify. Now, let's switch to exam technique, how marks are awarded and how to structure your working to collect them.
Exam technique. Most surd questions are worth 2 or 3 marks. A common 3-mark breakdown is M1 for applying the method, for example, showing you multiplied by the conjugate, M1 for carrying out the algebra correctly, expanding numerator or simplifying denominator, A1 for the fully simplified exact answer. If you stop halfway but have shown the correct method, you still keep method marks. So write it down. Don't just think it.
Common errors that lose marks. Stopping at root 50 instead of writing 5 root 2, leaving a denominator with a root, or multiplying incorrectly and cancelling before simplifying. Layout matters, 1 line per step, clear algebra, and a final line labelled answer helps the examiner find your conclusion quickly. Marks are there for the taking.
Quick win, a 10-second checklist you can use on every surd question. 1. Spot the largest perfect square factor and simplify first.
2. If the denominator contains a surd, multiply by the conjugate. 3. Use a plus b, a minus b equals a squared minus b squared to simplify the denominator. 4. Multiply back to check the denominator is rational. If it is, you're done. Do this habitually and you'll catch most slip-ups.
Can we run a fast practice question and the mark breakdown so I can see exactly what to write? Practice question. Simplify and rationalise 5 over root 8. Step 1. Simplify root 8. Root 8 is root of 4 times 2, so root 8 equals 2 root 2. So 5 over root 8 equals 5 over 2 root 2. Step 2. Rationalise the denominator by multiplying top and bottom by root 2. That gives 5 root 2 over 2 times 2, which is 5 root 2 over 4. Final answer, 5 root 2 over 4. Mark breakdown. M1 for simplifying root 8 to 2 root 2. M1 for multiplying by root 2 to rationalise. A1 for the fully simplified exact answer, 5 root 2 over 4. If you had stopped at 5 over 2 root 2 and shown the correct multiplication, you'd still keep the method mark.
Mini FAQ. Quick do's and don'ts. Do simplify surds by factoring perfect squares. Do rationalise denominators unless the question explicitly allows a surd in the answer. Don't write decimals when an exact answer is requested. Don't cancel incorrectly across addition or subtraction. Only cancel factors, not sums. Little habits here save marks instantly.
So, rule of thumb, exact answers, simplify first, rationalise if the denominator has a surd, and always show your steps to grab method marks.
That's it in one sentence. Spot the perfect squares, simplify, use the conjugate to rationalise, and write every step so the examiner can award method marks. That's your quick win for today. If this helped, share it with a friend who's revising.
You can download a set of 20 worked surd problems and full solutions at jcacademyonline.co.uk. Link in the show notes. Until next time, trust the process and nail that exam. Stay curious.